The crystalline throne room of the Zephyrian Empire trembled as Queen Zathora's voice echoed through the vast chamber. Her iridescent scales rippled with fury, shifting from deep violet to burning crimson. "My daughter is pregnant, and her husband is a human?" she roared, her 4 eyes blazing with indignation. Princess Jennifer stood her ground, her own scales maintaining a calm azure hue, despite the tension crackling through the air. She had inherited her mother's regal bearing, but her heart belonged to a species the Zephyrian Empire had long considered primitive. Her hand instinctively moved to her abdomen, where new life grew, a hybrid child, the first of its kind. "Mother, please," Jennifer said, her voice steady. "Alex is a human," Zathora interrupted, rising from her throne. Her magnificent form towered 12 feet tall, wings unfurling in a display of dominance. "A species that barely mastered faster-than-light travel 3 generations ago. A people who still wage wars over resources and ideology. And you've bound yourself to one of them?" The court advisors shifted uncomfortably, their tendrils twitching nervously. None dared speak when the queen was in such a state. Alex stood beside his wife, significantly shorter than every Zephyrian in the room, his simple human form appearing almost fragile among the imposing aliens. Yet his brown eyes held no fear, only determination. He wore the ceremonial sash Jennifer had given him, marking him as consort to the princess, though many in the court had treated it as nothing more than an amusing curiosity. "Your Majesty," Alex began, his voice calm and respectful, "I understand your concern." "You understand nothing," Zathora hissed, descending the steps of her throne. "Do you comprehend what you've done? The bloodline of the Zephyrian Empire, pure for 10,000 years, now tainted by—" "Mother!" Jennifer's scales flashed with red streaks of anger. "You will not speak of my child that way." The queen stopped, her daughter's defiance catching her off guard. In all her centuries of rule, Jennifer had never openly challenged her. "The child will be weak," Zathora said, though her voice had lost some of its thunder. "Humans live barely a century. They're fragile, emotional, impulsive." "Resilient," Alex interjected quietly. Every eye in the chamber turned to him. He continued, meeting the queen's gaze without flinching. "Your Majesty, my species may be young in the galactic community, but we've survived extinction events, ice ages, plagues, and ourselves. We've gone from cave dwellers to spacefarers in mere millennia, a blink of an eye in cosmic terms." "Survival of the primitive is not achievement," Zathora countered, though she found herself intrigued despite her anger. The human spoke with conviction, not arrogance. "Then what about adaptation?" Alex pressed. "Your empire spans 40 worlds, each one carefully terraformed to match Zephyrian biology. Humans live on planets ranging from ice worlds to desert colonies, adapting our technology and ourselves to each environment. We don't remake worlds. We learn to thrive in them." He took a step forward. The guards tensed, but Jennifer's subtle gesture kept them at bay. "You call us emotional," Alex continued. "Yes, we feel deeply, but that emotion drives us. It drove me to learn 17 Zephyrian dialects so I could properly court your daughter. It drove Jennifer to see beyond species boundaries to the person within. Emotion isn't weakness, Your Majesty. It's what makes us reach beyond our limitations." Zathora's scales flickered with uncertainty, shifting through colors she rarely displayed. "And when you die in 60 years, leaving my daughter alone for centuries? What then?" The question hung in the air like a blade. Jennifer stepped forward, intertwining her fingers with Alex's. "Then I will have loved and been loved in a way few in the universe experience. Mother, you've ruled for 8 centuries. You've seen empires rise and fall. But when did you last feel truly alive?" The queen's scales paled. It was a bold question, one that struck deeper than any weapon. I met Alex at the Intergalactic Summit, Jennifer continued, her voice softer now. He was there representing Earth's fledgling alliance, terrified but determined. Every other species dismissed him, mocked humanity's short lifespan and hot-tempered nature. But I watched him negotiate a mining treaty that saved 3 colony worlds from resource collapse. Not through intimidation or superior technology, but through creative problem-solving and genuine empathy. Alex squeezed Jennifer's hand gently. He makes me laugh, Mother. He challenges me. He dreams of futures I never imagined. And yes, our child will be different from pure Zephyrians. But perhaps different is exactly what the galaxy needs. Zathora moved closer, her massive form looming over the couple. For a long moment she studied them, her daughter's unwavering stance. The humans' quiet courage, the way they supported each other without fear. Slowly, the queen's scales shifted to a soft gold, a color of contemplation rarely seen. You speak of human resilience, Zathora said to Alex, her voice measured. Prove it. The nobles will oppose this union. The court will question your child's right to succession. There will be trials, both political and personal. I know, Alex replied simply, and we'll face them together. The queen's expression was unreadable for several heartbeats. Then, unexpectedly, a low rumble emerged from her chest, Zephyrian laughter. My daughter chose well, Zathora admitted, surprising everyone in the chamber. Not because you're human, but because you stand before a queen who could end you with a thought, and you speak only truth. She turned to Jennifer. And you, my stubborn child, have inherited more than my scales. Jennifer's eyes widened with hope. I am still not pleased, the queen added, though her scales continued their golden hue. But perhaps it is time the Zephyrian Empire learned what humanity can teach us. She extended one talon toward Alex. Show us, human. Show us that this choice my daughter has made will strengthen our line, not weaken it. Alex clasped the offered talon with both hands, human and Zephyrian united. We will, Your Majesty, he promised, one day at a time.